Good morning and welcome to Extol Live, presented by New Washington State Bank and Cutter Woodworking. I'm Angie Fenton. We've got an incredible show for you today. We love live streaming on Fridays. Before I get into a few teases about what you're about to see, wanted to let you know at the end of the show, once again, we're giving away a gift card to Regalo, $25 gift card. All you have to do is comment, say hello, let us know how your morning's going. Let us know that you're out there watching us. Now, coming up in just a moment, we're going to talk with, okay, let me see if I get this all in one. She is an actress, a dancer, a singer, a social media influencer, followed by hundreds of thousands of people, and she's a Southern Indiana native. Hannah Grace Colin will be coming up in just a moment. Plus, we have certified personal trainer and Extol explorer JD Dotson, who's going to be putting kids through the ringer. I hope he's not going to make our 5-year-old do burpees, but you never know with JD. And we have Chef Liz Martino. She is here, as well as we're going to talk about the Sew In Big Read. That's all coming up and more. Again, good morning on this kind of dreary Friday morning, but that's okay. Again, take a minute to tell us hello in the comments. Let us know that you're there. Coming up at the end of our live stream today, we're going to give away a $25 gift card to Regalo, which is located in downtown New Albany. Now, before we get the opportunity to talk with Hannah Grace, wanted to just give you a little sneak peek about something we're really proud about here at Extol. What is Southern Indiana?
What defines Southern Indiana? Community.
The people.
Rejuvenation.
Local businesses.
Sports.
Animals and people.
Small town. Culture. Community.
Great place to own a business.
People.
Tight-knit community.
Tradition.
Friends.
Neighborhood gatherings.
Food is awesome.
Southern Indiana is home.
Watch This Is Sew In Saturday mornings at 7:30 on WBKI, the CW. We are so excited here at Extol for two reasons. One, we get to talk to Hannah Grace coming up here in a moment. But as you just saw a second ago, the video right there, our team has worked for months very, very diligently to finally take what started as a magazine in February 2015 into a full-fledged television show, thanks to Daniel Marlin of Movement Mortgage and Samtech Cares for their partnership with us and helping this come to fruition. Now, we will share some of the sneak peeks on our live streams on Friday, but I just want to let you know, one of the people you're going to love to see on there is the one and only Dan Farmer, who's the lead singer of the Juicebox Heroes. He's going to be hosting our Extol Eats segment, and all kinds of different people will show their faces along with us. So again, 7:30 in the morning on WDRB's sister station, WBKI, the CW, and then we'll share things on social media as well. But what a great segue from social media to social media mega influencer, Hannah Grace Colin. Grace, you grew up here in New Albany.
Yes.
So I have to start with this. As somebody who came from the north, one of the first things I was always asked was, where did you go to school? And I always thought that meant college, but we know what that means here. So explain a little of your trajectory. Where did you start here in school?
So I went to Holy Family all the way from preschool till I was in 8th grade. But in the middle of my 8th grade year, I had to switch to homeschooling when I got the opportunity to be on Dance Moms.
So let's back up just for a moment, though, because you didn't just go from school to being on a national TV show, the much loved and talked about Dance Moms. When did you start dancing first?
So my mom owns a dance studio here in New Albany, and I started dancing when I was 18 months old. So basically ever since I could walk, I've been in dance classes.
What's your favorite when it comes to all the different dance classes that, especially DanceWorks, but where your mom owns the studio? What's your favorite?
Lyrical is my favorite style of dance. It's kind of like a mixture of jazz and ballet. So you get like the technical side like ballet, but then you can also really portray the music, and that's my favorite part.
You, after being on Dance Moms, I mean, people from around the world have embraced you. And I said earlier in the live stream that you literally have hundreds of thousands of people following you on all of your different social media channels. And you're how old?
I'm 16.
So how do you deal with that, knowing that even though I think you control, and we'll talk about your video control in just a moment, you get to control your narrative in some sense, you have hundreds of thousands of people who are watching your every move. What is that like?
It's crazy, honestly, because like you said earlier, I did just grow up here. I was a regular kid. My Instagram, when I first started it, it had like 300 followers. It was a private account. It was all my like personal friends that I knew. And then it kind of just blew up overnight, I would say. I mean, now I think I have like 500, almost 600,000 followers.
You have
So
almost 600,000,
yeah,
I promise you.
it's crazy. I mean, it's kind of like all these eyes are always on you. So I would say it's kind of a good thing though, because then I'm not like I'm like lost in my words. It's like
Do you watch? Does it make you watch a little more? Because I mean, you have, I mean, you do. You have a massive influence, but at the same time, you're 16,
Yes.
and from somebody who was 16 a long, long time ago, we all grow and grow into ourselves. But do you think that that keeps you on a path
yes.
that
I feel
you're
like
proud of?
yeah, it makes me like think twice about everything I do, knowing that there's a lot of people always watching me, and it kind of helps keep me on track with my goals.
Who keeps you the most grounded?
Definitely my parents and my family. I don't know what I'd do without them.
Your dad is the one who first reached out to me, and mom is actually sitting, you can't see her, but she's around the corner and
Yeah.
she's sitting with us. I know though that she appears in some of your social media videos. I mean, what has it been like for your parents to go through this whole experience with you?
I mean, I'm sure it's crazy for them too, knowing that like their child is like such a big influence, I'd say. But I don't know, they're just really supportive and they've helped me get through everything. So I'm super thankful for them.
We see people dog social media, even though I think it's up to each one of us individually to determine how we're going to use social media. I love that it allows us to connect to people we wouldn't otherwise connect. But the bigger your audience grows, the more negativity can seep in. But you have made it, Hannah Grace, a point to embrace kindness. Why?
So kindness is something that's really important to me, and I always want to make sure that my Instagram or my TikTok is a place someone can go to be like uplifted, and kind of it's always like a positive vibe, I would say. And it's so yeah, that's it.
Do you ever, because of course, preparing for you to be here, I looked at all kinds of different things, watched all kinds of different things. Do you ever get tired and just go, nope, not today? I don't want any photos. I don't want any videos, no TikToks, no reels. Do you ever feel that way?
It does get a little bit tiring sometimes, but in a way it is my job to
Right.
post every day and to post like 3 TikToks a day, Instagram every day. So that's something that my mom keeps me on track with. Have you posted your Instagram photos and all that? Sometimes it's a little bit tiring, but I know that people enjoy it, so I love doing it.
I think people more than enjoy it. I always believe that we can get wisdom regardless. I have a 5-year-old and sometimes she speaks some wisdom that it just blows my mind. What wisdom can you pass on? Because we have a number of different partners and businesses and all kinds of things where people are working really hard, and there's only so many hours out of the day. So as somebody who's in the know, what would you recommend, say somebody's starting a business, in terms of social media? What may be one tip you can offer that would help someone to try to increase their presence, even on a local level?
I would say consistency, like posting once a day, every day, because once you post more and more, like every day, people see you more. But when you stop posting, sometimes it messes up your algorithm. And I would say just consistency and keeping everything the same.
Okay. Now, you are known for your dancing, of course, and also for your acting, but you're really proud of, it's not just you're not just debuting a song in a music video, but it's an original.
Yes.
Talk about Control. What went into producing that?
So my friend Miles, he lives in Canada. He helped produce Control, and me and him started writing it, I think in March of this year. That's when we wrote it. It took us like probably 2 days to like write. He wrote the music and I helped with the lyrics and everything. So it was just super amazing because this is my first original song that I've ever wrote, and it's just a dream come true. It's so exciting.
What do the lyrics mean? When I think of Control, like Janet Jackson. I mean, that you weren't even born then, and I get that, but that was something where she was taking back control. Like but it was also a positive, and not, your words are completely different. But what is your message for a song titled Control?
So control to me means like that I'm in control of my life and the outcomes of everything. It's really easy, especially on social media, how it's such a big part of our lives today, to like what people say about you can sometimes get in your head and change the way you think about yourself, and that's really hard to deal with sometimes. But control for me means that the people, what they say, it doesn't affect me, and I'm in control of my life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, here is Hannah Grace Colin and Control.
I like having control. I get high when I'm feeling my flow. My mind is focused and I'm ready to go, yeah. And if I get low, I know I'm blessed, just need to let go. Feel my fire cause I'm ready to stay, ready to slay, yeah. You're wasting all your time. I don't do what people say, always going my own way, yeah. And you think you know just what I need. You don't get me though. There's something you better know, no. I control me. Hey, yeah, I control me. And you think you know just what I need. You don't get me though. There's something you better know, babe. I control me. I hear the voices in my head. Girl, you know that you got this. I make my own decisions, cause I do what I wanna. And when I know I'm in control, no time can I leave this dance. Think you wanna give a chance, but you don't know yet. I control me. Yeah. Oh, I control me. And you think you know just what I need. You don't get me though. There's something you better know, babe. I control me. Ready to go, yeah. And when I know I'm in control, I'm not gonna leave this dance. And you only get a chance. I control me. I control me. I do what I want, boy, I'm ready to go, yeah. Control me.
That right there was Hannah Grace Colin. And this right here is Piper Presley Bell, Olive Applegate. Of course, we have our certified personal trainer. I have to keep saying that because if you have been joining us on the live stream, then you know that JD worked really, really hard for that. He's been a member of the Extol team since 2015. And then, of course, Hannah Grace has stuck around. Your dancing is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Just phenomenal. I have to ask, how long did it take to put together a video like that?
It only took 3 days.
What?
Yes. It was a really quick turnaround, but
I got down here so that I would be their size, but apparently, never mind. So, JD, Hannah Grace, of course, is a pro when it comes to all things dance. Asked her to stick around because you usually lead us through a workout, and Olive and Piper are here, so we thought maybe a workout that's geared a little toward kids.
Right, and Hannah Grace is no stranger to working out, obviously, but it's fun for all ages to do with kids if you're working out with family, friends, kids. So I've come up with this workout, although everyone's wearing dresses, so we're going to modify it.
You're going to have to modify it. I'm the only one. These are pants, by the way. I've got some pants, but you know I'm going to step out.
Right. So Olive, obviously, and Piper, they don't need like a 6-pack of abs or giant muscles yet, but exercise is important for kids. So we want to make it fun, right?
I don't think you have to worry about making it fun.
Yeah.
Hannah Grace, do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have 3 siblings.
And they are how old?
So my older brother is 18, and then I have a younger sister who's 15, and a younger brother who's 11. So
Do they dance with you?
yes, my sister and my little brother, we all dance.
And when it comes to working out, what do you do for your cardio, for all of that?
Well, I like to count dance as most of it, but also during dance we have like workouts, so we do like abs and all that crazy stuff.
That's okay, JD Olive, keep your dress down. Keep your dress down. Maybe
Yes.
live today, but Mama caught you better than that.
So we're going to do like kind of some workouts based on games because they're kids. They're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. We'll do a little warm up. Olive, Piper, you ready to warm up? Yeah. Yes. So we're just going to do. I would just kind of start out with a little bit of a booty kick. Do you know what a booty kick is?
No.
Can I show you? We're just going to warm up. We're going to do a booty kick, right? So you're going to get your heels up there and kick your booty, right? No, it's funny. You can do that, right? Booty kick, booty kick, booty kick. We can do things like Simon says. So I'm not Simon, I'm JD. JD says, touch the ground, right? So you touch the ground. JD says, put your elbows on your knees. So you put your elbows on your knees. Put your elbows on your knees. I am tricking you. I didn't say JD says. JD says, put your hands up in the air. Right? I'm tricking you. I'm not tricking you. I would never trick you. I'm your buddy. So trying to make it a little bit of fun. So the workout that I had today is really fun. We're going to do, Hannah Grace is going to help me.
Okay.
You guys are going to be the animals, right? So the first thing you're going to do is a bear crawl. Do you know what a bear crawl is? Oh my gosh. How did you already know that?
Because we know bears crawl like that.
The next one is a crab walk. Do you know a crab walk?
Ooh.
Can JD show you?
I think they're kind of excelling at this.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's do it like this. Sit here like this. I'm going to have Hannah Grace hold this, okay? So you're going to put your hands here, and you're going to lift up your booty, and you're going to walk. That's a crab walk right there, right? Okay, the next one.
Olive.
The next one is a duck walk. You can do a duck walk like this. Watch me. And then you just walk like this. Okay.
Okay, so I see what you're doing with this, but tell me what are we actually working?
So
with?
we're-
Olive, hold on.
We're getting them to move is kind of the most important thing, which they're really good at.
They don't stop moving.
And we're kind of activating
The-
the muscles here in our legs. So as a duck, Hannah Grace, you all paying attention? Hannah Grace is going to tap you on the shoulder, and she's going to tell you you're a duck. And so you duck walk. And then she's going to tap you on the shoulder, and she's going to say you're a bear, and you do a bear crawl. Okay?
She's gonna touch me then.
And she's going to chase you.
Ooh.
When she tells you to change, then she's going to tell you to be a crab, so you be a crab. All right? Are you all ready? Okay.
Okay.
Olive, but we stay in this area right here, right? Right, Coach?
Right, Coach. Don't pass that line. We're going to start out as
Okay.
ducks, okay?
You're a duck. You're a
Down,
duck.
down low. Duck walk.
Duck walk.
Duck walk. Duck walk. You got to stay away from Hannah Grace.
You're a duck. Okay. You're a duck. Be a duck.
So the point is keep them moving. We're on fall break at the end of it, JD, and a lot of kids and parents know that our kids spend a lot of time behind screens.
Right?
Okay, so what happens next?
So we're going to do, let's be a bear. You're a bear. What's a bear sound like?
Olive, what does a bear sound like, Piper?
So the point is just to keep them moving.
Basically, we're a zoo. We're in
So
Olive,
I would do this for as long as you
what's this?
can keep it
What's this?
going, right? And we wore them out. We've sufficiently, my job here is done, people. Look at this.
You
They're
stop
worn out.
here? Okay,
And then we'll do a cool down.
I think the cool down is, okay, go ahead and take a seat on the bench and let's play, I watched this yesterday. Let's play the quiet game. See who will win.
Earlier I looked up and Olive looked at me and she went like that. And I'm like, what just happened? That's what she did.
But I think the bottom line, though, is literally in making sure that you're integrating, especially at a young age, you're building this in. I mean, Hannah Grace, you talked about this earlier. You have been dancing since you were 18 months old. Exercise is, it's your life.
Yes, for sure.
When you don't exercise on the rare day, whether you're sick or something's happening, how does that affect you?
Well, there's not too many days that I don't exercise.
Bet.
I'm at the studio. I practically live at the studio, but yeah, I just try to dance every day, honestly.
What about for you, JD? I mean, you've shared your story from going from chain smoker to massive marathon, multi-marathon runner. You're now a certified personal trainer. You're a beast in the gym. When you can't, how does that affect you?
I mean, it definitely affects my mood. It affects the way I feel about myself. And there's a similarity between us working out. Hannah Grace, if it wasn't fun, you wouldn't do it. If you didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
If you're working out with kids, if they're not enjoying it, you're not going to get anywhere. Same with me. If I'm not enjoying going to the gym, I'm not going to keep going. So
Find ways to make it fun, even if it's challenging, because not everything is easy, and sometimes there's reward in that as well.
Well, and it's hard. It's hard for me. It shouldn't be too intense for kids, right? The point is just to get them to move.
Can we take a look at our kids over here? They are excelling at the quiet game, by the way. I'm very proud of Piper and Olive. I think you both have won the quiet game. Good job. We appreciate them. They're going to actually stick around, and I know Hannah Grace is going to stick around, and JD as well. But right now, we want to thank our sponsors of Extol Live. That includes New Washington State Bank and Cutter Woodworking as well.
Hello, my name's Jerry Cutter, president of Cutter Woodworking. Just want to share with you where Cutter Woodworking is at today and why it is we think it might be helpful for you to consider Cutter Woodworking as a place and being part of our team. We're excited to be the second generation. Parents started a company in 1959 in the basement of the house here on the property that we're currently sitting. We have approximately 330 team members. Many have been with us for decades. Many are neighbors, and we are very excited and proud of that. We feel like this could be a place for those of you that's never considered looking outside of New Albany, Clarksville, Louisville. We would love for you to consider Cutter Woodworking as a place of work, and not only to have a job or to get a paycheck, but to be part of our team. We're very excited. We're very proud of what we have here at Cutter Woodworking, and would love to share that with you and see the opportunities and where it is that not only the company is going, but where you can go as well. We would certainly appreciate the opportunity to have you come and visit and take a day and just understand what opportunities lie possibly in your future.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning on Extol Live, sponsored by New Washington State Bank and Cutter Woodworking. You met Hannah Grace Colin a little while ago. She's stuck around for 2 segments now. We'll see her back in the kitchen coming up soon. And we also have Chef Liz Martino, who's in the kitchen as well. But right now, we want to talk with Paige Trinkle, Brian Bell, both of the Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana, and David Seckman of Jeffersonville Township Public Library about what's called the Sew-In Big Read. Brian, let's start with you. What is the Sew-In Big Read?
So the Sew-In Big Read is a part of a partnership with the National Endowment for the Arts, where we promote literacy, and there's 5 different books that you can choose from. And we chose The House on Mango Street just to talk about sense of community, diversity, and how we're all a little bit different, but we're all here as a community together. And that's why we chose as a collective effort with all our partners, The House on Mango Street.
David, what has the response been thus far?
Well, I think it's been really positive. I think what makes it so unique is we're pulling together from the 3 counties.
I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's our first one that we've been able to collaborate with the larger Southern Indiana. So it's been really awesome.
Paige, what about you? What are your thoughts, especially picking this book? And I want to make it very clear. One, we're not reading this to our 5-year-olds. I mean, this is a book it's for a certain age. But why do you think it's important? One, for this book, but also that it's a collaborative community read.
Absolutely. Well, it's a very important because I feel like after you read a book, you digest it usually by yourself. But this is wonderful because you get to digest the material in this book, which is so very important. And after that, there's a community effort with all of our partners, and the projects are going to be coming together. And you get to express what that book meant to you and express that through all of our community projects that are going to be coming up soon.
Now, this was written in 1984, and I mean, I always like to say you're lucky if you get old, right? So I'm old enough to say, though, what I find is very interesting is that the introduction, when I first started rereading the book, it hit me, oh my goodness, my degrees are in English. I mean, that was what I intended, was to be in academia. I didn't remember her introduction. Well, that's because she wrote it in 2009, and I was long gone out of college by then. But it's so powerful, the inclusion of that. But what will people who haven't had an opportunity to read The House on Mango Street? I mean, Brian, what will people find in this book?
I think the big thing is how you overcome challenges, and then how a sense of community can come together and kind of surround you and make you feel like you belong. And some of the activities that we're going to do, like hashtag trees, where there's going to be trees that are marked throughout the community in Clark, Floyd, and Harrison County, where you can go and take a picture under the tree, or you can have a picnic under the tree, just showing a sense of community, under those trees. And then we're going to do another project later in the spring with Dreams and Anchors, where people we have our things that ground us, and then the balloons tied to those bricks that kind of talk about our aspirations and our dreams. So this book, I think, brings us all together. And I think more than ever, we need this during a pandemic, is to show our sense of community and how we're all together as one. So, you overcome the diversity of our community, and then come together with a sense of community.
David, you have a passage that you wanted to go ahead and read for us. And
Sure.
I love this passage.
Awesome. I think it's really a testament to just how beautiful the language is in this book. The name of this chapter is called Hairs, and every chapter is super short. So I think that sort of adds to the appeal. And I think that's kind of what the author was intending as well. So kind of her idea was you could read it, after a long day's work, so it's not super strenuous on you, but very beautiful. So this chapter is called Hairs. Everybody in our family has different hair. My papa's hair is like a broom, all up in the air. And my hair is lazy. It never obeys barrettes or bands. Carlos's hair is thick and straight. He doesn't need to comb it. Nenny's hair is slippery, slides out of your hand. And Kiki, who is the youngest, has hair like fur. But my mother's hair, like little rosettes, like little candy circles, all curly and pretty because she pinned it in pin curls all day. Sweet to put your nose into when she's holding you, and you feel safe. Is the warm smell of bread before you bake it. Is the smell when she makes room for you on her side of the bed, still warm with her skin. And you sleep near her, the rain outside falling, and Papa snoring, the rain, and Mama's hair that smells like bread.
I love that. I think because I identify as somebody who's multiracial from a multiracial family, I got the lazy hair. It does nothing that I want it to do, and I get that. But it embraces the diversity of the family. It evokes, just remembrances of home. I wonder the smells. What will my child remember? What did I smell like to her? Why, when it comes to something like this page, we all come from different backgrounds. What do you get out of this?
Well, I just get out of it that basically it's good to share your background with other people. It makes you feel not so alone. And when you can connect and not feel so alone and share what special background you came from, it's wonderful to express that. And I think it just makes your life more full and rich.
Inside of each book cover, and we'll talk in a moment about how you can obtain your own books and also where you can get more information about all the various activities that are occurring, you have some book discussion questions. What's been the response from these?
So on our website, if you go to soinbigread.com, we actually are going to have podcasts and book discussions on our blog where people can actively engage in the questions. So Melissa at the Floyd County Library and their staff came up with these great questions to engage people. So if you're not able to attend one of the workshops at the libraries or any other of our partner locations, you can also go on our website and still actively participate.
I'm just going to say, because we live stream on social media, you have had an extremely positive reception to this. There's been this much where somebody has jumped on picking this book. You've made it very clear that it's not a book for children.
Yeah, so we ask that, this book is suited for high school students and above, but it's also the parent's choice. But we do have that disclaimer. It doesn't come out and say some things, but there's some innuendos. But, I think it relates to life and what we go through. So, I mean, if it was my child, I think that, I personally would say, this is everyday life and this is how we overcome, bad experiences and turn it into something positive.
Absolutely. I'm just one of those who has never really understood the controversy about books, because it's an amazing thing about a book. You just do that.
Right.
Pretty simple. Put it back on the shelf. But I think that this is a book I was worth reading when I first read it. And was looking up the professor to see if I could find him again to say, I'm still reading this. David, since we have you here, we appreciate you taking the time. Anything else that's going on at the Jeffersonville Township Public Library?
Well, I will say that I'm really excited about, we were just awarded a grant from the Community Foundation of Southern Indiana. So we'll be building a pocket park on our Jeffersonville site. And so we're super excited about that. I think that's going to be great for the community, and it'll be a walking distance park for folks for all ages and abilities. So it's something we're very excited about.
In the interest of full disclosure, I'm a member of that board, and I want to tell you that it was, that process was arduous, and we took, all kinds of incredible projects. And I don't think I'm speaking out of turn to say this. We all, collaboratively agreed and individually, before we even knew, we all agreed. We think it's a tremendous project. So we cannot wait to see what you all do. And again, I appreciate you taking the time. Now, Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana has, I don't know when you all are sleeping. Can we talk about a night like no other? Last weekend's gala. First of all, I don't think, and we should have said this, and it's my fault since I helped to MC it, those gorgeous florals. You all did those. You professionals. Paige, I know that's your background, but you all put together the most gorgeous florals.
Thank you. I was, yes, it is my background. I've been doing that for a couple decades. And Brian had let me know that he knew how to design flowers, and I actually didn't believe him at all.
But not on a professional level, right?
But
But he
together,
could.
your efforts were phenomenal.
And thank your mother too, because your mother was there, strong.
We all
She
made
even
a
brought us
good
lunch.
team.
Like we started at 10 and didn't finish till like 6 or 7 in the evening. 30 florals for 30 tables was quite an endeavor, but they turned out fantastic.
And can we go through that quick list? There were some awards that were given, of course. Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana's Artist of the Year, Carrie Cook Ketterman.
Yes.
Who's an amazing
Yes,
artist.
check out her social media. It's crazy. She does everything. She's an author. She's a singer. She's an artist. She's a performer.
She's really a really good person.
Right, a really good
Absolutely.
person.
Okay, Volunteer of the Year.
We had the Volunteer of the Year. He wasn't actually able to be there, but he's with the RSVP program. Charles Lenahan. But Leanne Lenahan, that runs the RSVP program with Hope Southern Indiana, was there to get his award, which was very nice. And then we honored our past 3 presidents. Matt Presley, myself, which is kind of funny.
That was fun, by the way.
The president,
to have
now
you
the
award
executive
yourself.
director, and then Larry Shad, that has passed, and his daughter is able to be there to accept the award on his behalf. And then Lori Kemp, our board president, was able to present the Legacy in the Arts Awards to
the one and only Pat Harrison, which next year's Legacy in the Arts Award winner will receive the Pat Harrison Legacy in the Arts Award, which I thought was a tremendous move. Pat Harrison absolutely deserves that, and that's absolutely just the truth. She is synonymous with arts in our community. But I want to go back for a second, Brian. The fact that I kind of made you award yourself, or acknowledge yourself as a past president, but because you were giving those out, and there were only a few of us up on stage. But the fact is, you've gone from being involved in that board, being a past president of that board, to taking it head on as an executive director and really leading a path. There have been great leadership in a variety of ways, but I have to say kudos to you and your commitment to the Arts Alliance.
It's a group effort.
I know
like,
that
I have
it
a
is.
great staff. I have great board members. We all, it's not all about us individually being shining stars. It's all of us collectively to make things happen.
You can say that, and then I can go back and say, I know it's a true passion for you. I know it's a passion for you, Paige, as well. That was last weekend. I looked at the weather. We're going to get this little gloomy Friday out of the way, and it looks like tomorrow is going to be a spectacular day for another free concert.
That's right. We're going to have the Juggernaut Jug Band, and they're going to be at Greenville Park tomorrow from 7 to 9. And it's going to be a very fun show. So everybody should definitely come out and check it out.
You've got to thank your sponsors for that, because the Sew Into Art concert series has been free.
Yeah, the Floyd County Commissioners, the Parks Department in Floyd County, and CLOB Law have been fantastic to be able to put on this concert series that will actually wrap up next Saturday at the Galena Park, and the performers are...
It's the Cordon Dulcimer Society, and they're going to be
16 people on one
16
stage.
people on the stage.
Wow.
That's going to be amazing. But the Juggernaut Jug Band, I mean, they just had a sold out show on the Bell. They're fun. It's just feel good kind of music. So come on out to Greenville and explore the parks as well. That's one of the best parts.
Yeah,
about
that was
it.
main focus, is not only to spotlight our artists, but to also spotlight the beautiful parks that we have in Floyd County.
Absolutely. Okay. Once again, people can find more information about the Sew In Big Read.
So you go to sewinbigread.com. Also, I will mention in the Clarksville location for Hispanic Heritage Month, we do have these copies in Spanish. And they actually had a couple workshops over this past weekend to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, which we're so excited about. So I just want to let everyone know that we have all these in different forms. If you go into sewinbigread.com, you can find out the locations to pick up the books. And if you cannot participate or pick up the books, just give us a call and we'll get you a copy.
Brian, Paige, David, thank you so much for taking the time this morning. That's for sure. Now, we want to thank, as always, our sponsors, Cutter Woodworking, and also New Washington State Bank. There is absolutely a reason why Chef Liz Martino is heading things up over at MESA Kids Cooking School. I wish you could have just heard her. I'm going to borrow you at my house. I'm just for hire here. First, Liz, thank you so much. We always appreciate that you take the time to join us. And I know you love cooking with little ones. Once again, this is Piper Presley Bell and then Olive Applegate. Now, what are you cooking today?
We're cooking macaroni.
Oh, that's right. See, I don't have to do anything while I'm here because these kids are so well versed in cooking that they've been making macaroni and cheese all on their own today. We made our pasta and we're making our sauce here. And, it's one of the most impressive things, in my opinion, is to watch young children like this be able to follow directions and work safely with things that usually we don't think kids can do, but kids surprise us every day.
Now, Piper, tell me this. Do you like macaroni?
Yes.
Do you eat it very often?
Yes.
Who makes the best at your house?
TT.
Oh, not Dad or Daddy.
Yeah.
TT does.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just got told on. Olive, Olive, when we're at our house, how do we make roni?
You open it and then you put it in the microwave and then you take it out and then you put it in the real bowl whenever you put it in a glass bowl, and then you put it in a bowl, and then you put sauce in it, and then you put cheese in it if you want to, and then you give it to the person.
So basically, I just got called out as well.
And you both make the best. Me
We
and my
may or
dad.
may not open up a bag and throw it in the microwave for 60 seconds, take out a jar of ragu,
We're doing
pour it
good.
in there, hide some vegetables, and yeah. So basically what my daughter is saying is that we don't make it by hand. Hannah and Grace, what about you? Do you like mac and cheese?
I love mac and cheese, but I'm not a very good cook, so maybe I'll learn how to actually make real mac and cheese today.
Now, can you work that mic over there to JD? JD, what about you? Do you like cheesy, gooey mac and cheese?
So whatever makes the best mac and cheese,
Yeah.
we always press to make it better. So it's always an experiment. I thought mac and cheese. I'm surprised that I thought cheese was a powder. That's all.
It's one of the
Yep.
like 5 food groups, right?
Okay.
Powdered cheese.
Yeah.
Can I mix it with that?
Liz, so having little ones in the kitchen helping you. I mean, one, we've got them on, and you can't see this, but we have them on stools
That's
that
right.
have
I'm on a stool too. You just don't know that.
Yeah, this is true.
Made
She's
you
like this. Look, she's about this tall. But we love them of all sizes, but we want to make sure that it's something where they're not slipping.
Oh, careful.
And you
That's
keep
right.
ensuring that they're being careful. What are some other tips to when it comes to cooking with kids?
Patience. Yep. I think that's one lesson that I learn all the time. is
Patience. I just
Yeah.
heard a dad who's in the background right there start laughing.
They're learning skills, right? So I mean, I know that I get frustrated with myself when I don't do things perfectly, but learning patience with yourself and with others and showing yourself and these little ones a little bit of grace for learning techniques that, you know, this is new stuff to them. And not only that, we want them to feel confident and know that they did a good job. So just have fun. Are we having fun today? Yeah, and we're working hard too, right?
So then what
Thank you.
happens after, when do you know that this is done?
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take, I think my little sous chefs have whisked up lots and lots. So it looks like, what do you guys think? It looks like all our cheese is melted in. Okay, we got to be very careful. Our cheese is melted in. We've mixed it all up. So I think that we're ready to add our noodles. What do you guys think?
Yeah!
Yeah?
We want to put it in with our hands.
All right. At home, you can do that. All right.
Ah! It fell.
There we go. We washed our hands so many times. We washed our hands a lot, right? And we did hand sanitizer too. Every time we switched.
Can we just get a little picture down there? That is the markings, I think, of a delicious dish right there.
Oh, good
Can
job,
we do
ladies.
rock, paper, scissors as to
Who gets to try
who
it?
is going to who's gonna clean it up. JD, ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This one is the tough part. So I'm gonna get it mixed in a little bit, and then we'll let you girls mix it in the rest. But we want to make sure. Look at that, ladies. That looks good. This is the real question. Olive, do you approve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Hannah Grace said that she's not a cook, but I definitely think that she needs to be one of the ones who taste tests as well.
Now can we make?
Yep. Hold on. Let's get just this part. Okay, there we go.
Now can I mix that?
Looks pretty good, huh?
That looks really good.
Can I mix it?
Yep.
Now, Olive, you said though, and we'll let Chef Liz and Piper take over that. You had originally said that you wanted to show Chef Liz one of your favorite snacks that you make yourself at home. And so what is this?
Banana with peanut butter and jelly.
That's my favorite snack that I like to have at home too.
Me too.
So you're carefully cutting. And one of the things that I think is the most tremendous gift that we have, and I'm losing the brand of what it is, but she has her own true kitchen utensils. I mean, from a whisk to the thingamajig that you like spread pizza sauce. What's that called, Liz? What's that thing? It's got
like the big-
fingers.
Are we talking about like the
Basting. Baster?
Oh, the
No.
baster.
We're playing charades right now. Charades.
Sounds like
It's got fingers
a ladle,
on it.
like the one of the pasta scoops.
You like paint
This
stuff with it.
Oh, like a pastry brush.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was
I was gonna get there.
It's perfect.
So Olive, after you do that, what do you do? Here's your peanut butter and here's your jelly.
I can't wait for the snack.
Oh, me too. Oh, we put them on a plate. Okay.
Very
Outstanding.
good. Now, those are some serious chef skills. If you've got to learn how to use your knife as more than just a cutting tool. And it looks like Olive's got that down.
Piper, are you doing okay over there?
I think so. I think we've got a finished product over here.
Here, let's put you right back up here, okay?
Okay. I made a smiley face.
Hannah Grace, while we're stirring all of this up, okay, so now that you've released control, what comes next?
Well, I'm actually going to be
my
recording some
No,
Christmas
can't do that
music
yet.
soon, so
Oh.
I'm really excited for
I didn't
that.
get any.
What's, if you have to pick a Christmas song, hands down, what's your favorite?
Probably, okay, it's not like a classic Christmas song, but it's Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande, because she's one of my favorite singers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I can definitely open that.
Mariah Carey.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Wait, JD, I mean, how do you not stand up when Mariah Carey starts singing
That's right.
that?
It's my one rule. When you hear that song, you must dance.
Oh, yes. You have to stop everything.
All right, we're almost done here, but I did promise that Olive was going to get to make this for you, Chef Liz. Olive, do you think that Piper could help squeeze that on, and maybe you could squeeze this on? You want to share?
Hold on.
While Chef Liz is going to dish up for the grown-ups on that end over
Here,
there.
Piper.
Here, Piper, you can do that.
I'll do that. No, I want to do that.
Well, how about we share? Can we do that?
I expected the kids to eat it, so there are spoons. But
For the record, they're licking their fingers.
yeah.
Oh yeah, is that too yummy not to? Piper, you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you. Wow.
Wow.
Hannah Grace, did you try it yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, hang on. We need to get over
Yeah.
here to Hannah Grace
I
to
think-
see. It's the big. Go ahead.
Let's
You
see.
all keep doing that. All right, we're gonna step over here to Hannah Grace. We're gonna put her right on the spot here.
Girls, that's pretty darn good.
You've done a great job. All right, Hannah Grace is about to try the mac and cheese made by the kids. We take truth here.
That's the best mac and cheese I've ever had.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay.
It was us. We did it.
Twist my arm, all right?
You will not hurt our feelings.
No, it's so good.
But I'll tell you what, Chef Liz doesn't make anything that's not delicious.
These kids.
I can't say. If I tell you that this is the best mac and cheese, my husband's going to be
Don't say
really
it.
angry at me, so I'm not going to say
Don't say it.
I'm pretty
We've
sure
got
you just
understanding.
I did not. I did not.
You did.
I have witnesses. I did not.
Wow.
He just did. He just did. That's for sure. Hannah Grace, real quick question about where you're living as well, because I know you divide your time. So you're here in New Albany for right now, but you're a jet setter.
Yes. So I live here with my family most of the time, but I'm also in LA a lot and also in New York City.
What's your favorite? I mean, outside of course, we're going to say Southern Indiana,
Yeah.
outside of home.
Probably New York City. That's where I've always wanted to move whenever I'm older. So it's my favorite place.
You like the hustle and bustle?
Yes, for sure.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
We got to watch
Wow.
this. We have to be careful. We're going to
Chef Liz Martino can teach your child how to safely cook in the kitchen. All you need to go to is MESA Kids Cooking School, which is true. You teach kids of all ages.
That's true.
Starting at, what's the youngest? Okay, we're gonna
We have
try
classes
this.
for kids preschool age, so 3 all the way to 18. We learn how to cook, how to follow directions, how to work as a team, how to clean up our messes, and think outside the box. So I think that we have a blast. Do we have a blast?
Yeah, we have a
Okay.
great job there.
That's right.
Liz, before we close here, anything else that you want to share that's upcoming with MESA Kids Cooking School? Because I'll tell you, we not only had all the slew of kid chefs
Yes.
that you're working with on, but last week, because it was harvest, we actually replayed that show again by popular demand.
Yes, we can try the mac and cheese. So we have, I will tell you, last night, our students tested. They did our final test. There we go. And this is the real test. And so we'll be choosing our finalists at the beginning of this week.
Hang on. No double dipping.
No double
Hold on,
dipping this
hold
time.
on.
One time, and as soon as we get off air, I'll get you a bowl, okay? So let's see, what do we want to talk about? October 23rd at the Farmers Market here in New Albany, we've got our showdown. We'll have our top 3 contestants from the food truck challenge. And we're also, kids are taking over the market. Here we go. Olive, that one's your spoon. Perfect. We have all of our classes up on our website, mesakidskookingschool.com until the end of the year. And very soon we will be having, we'll have our January classes. And also want to note that you want to watch our Facebook page and our website because we'll be doing our annual gift card sale. And that's pretty big. That's a great way to get a whole lot of classes for
Absolutely.
a little bit of price.
Can't wait to sign up. And Piper, how's the mac and cheese?
Good. Good.
What can I say? I mean, when it's good, it's good.
It's
That's
real good.
compliments to the chefs, right? And then, okay, Chef Liz,
I'm ready.
How are we grading?
Need a
I'll-
fork.
You need a fork for those? Well, you can use your fingers.
A+100.
Oh my gosh, Olive, A+100, Piper. You guys got
Perfect,
that.
perfect
from
amount of
Chef
banana.
Liz.
And the balance of the peanut butter and the jelly is top notch. You must be a professional chef, Olive. Oh, 2 of them? Thank you.
Oh, be careful, just so you know.
I have my immunity boosters.
Yummy. Yummy.
It's so yummy. It's delicious.
JD wants to try one.
Can I go sit down?
You ready to sit down?
Oh, God.
Pass it on over. Look at that.
That's God Daddy, by the way. Okay, Piper's done. Piper's gonna go sit down. She's
For real
had
though,
it.
there is nothing like peanut butter and jelly and banana together. It's so good.
Are they that good?
They're that good.
You can't stop?
Mm-mm.
All right. JD Dotson, thank you so much for putting us through the workout that clearly Olive is like, I've worked out enough.
She's ravenous.
I'm going to replace those calories. Hannah Grace, if people want to follow you, what's your favorite place where they follow you on social media?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you can find Hannah Grace Colin, but spelled Colin. We have a Colin right there on Instagram. She'll be the first thing you pop up. And by the way, if you Google her, millions and millions of hits will pull up. Millions. Keep doing what you're doing. Love that you're spreading kindness and positivity, and just can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you.
That's for sure. And Chef Liz, once again, thank you so much.
It's always, it's my pleasure.
And Olive, last true day of fall break. Has it been fun? Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. Thanks for joining us this week for Extol Live. Again, you can catch a sneak peek of This Is So In, a true television show brought to you by Extol Media Productions. Thanks to Movement Mortgage and Samtech Cares that airs at 7:30 a.m. on WDRB's sister station. Tomorrow morning, WBKI, the CW. We appreciate you. Have an incredible weekend.
I can't get over it.